Proceeding as expected. The hawks tried to sabotage the deal via Bolton. North Korea also started trying to apply pressure to try to wiggle out of private agreements they made months ago. And so Trump canceled the 12th meeting. Up front before they are given more guarantees and some type of treaty agreement, which you have to agree with. And I don't like Kim Jong-un, as everybody knows. The whole point is I want to get that communist system off those people's backs, and this is the best way moving forward after 60-plus years of this garbage since the United Nations let us liberate the North Koreans, then just Koreans, from the clutches of the Chi-Coms, who were being advised behind the scenes by the fledgling Central Intelligence Agency and the globalist traitors at the top of that organization. So we'll be breaking that down today. Obviously, there's a lot of news dealing with Trump release and the fact that Rosenstein is being drugged before the head of the House and Senate Intelligence Committees privately. They're talking about appointing a neutral counsel. It really doesn't need to be the one-man government Rosenstein. And it doesn't need to be, we're already in. The president has the power and is supposed to remove these individuals, but because he's decided the current calculus, because the media hyped it that way, that if he removes them, that he somehow is a criminal when they are the criminals. Rosen is engaged in serious criminal activity and a criminal conspiracy to defraud voters of this country and establish an absolute dictatorship of a cabal of criminals forming a stay-behind network, rogue government element operating with the most wanton, insane degree of criminal arrogance I've ever seen in any history book. I mean, it's ridiculous. No one would put up with this. Schumer and all these other crooks with their tongues hanging out like wild dogs, bragging when he was president-elect, we're going to get you, we're going to throw you out. We've got people in the agencies that aren't going to do what you say. We're going to get rid of you. And we're in that glide where they run out. And they're trying to, and they've lost control of their power. Down into the, they're pushing so hard. It means all the normal constraints, because we're a civilized country, are going to be bypassed because they won't stop and they won't go away. And the decision has been made in the last 2 days to remove the rotten teeth. And it's not even going to really take pliers. It's going to take the will to reach up with your thumb and your index finger and just grab the top of that rotting gum and just wiggle a little bit, pop it right out, let that pus drain out of there. But it's going to be bad for some of us that have been spared. Make no mistake. But that's what it's all about, isn't it? That's what freedom is all about. This civilization has been soft for so long. We've been living off the blood, sweat, and tears of ancestors for far too long, and we're going to have to be tested. And we're going to be tested by the AI computers. We're going to be tested by the death panels that the robots run, and we're going to be tested by all the nanotech and bioweapons and all the things that have already gotten loose. But in the final summation, humanity, I believe, is going to make it. But folks are going to have to get serious and get their heads screwed on straight to understand we're up against devil worshipers. That's it. Period. I'm back with just masses of news. On the other side, Weinstein grand jury convened in Harvey Weinstein case in Manhattan. Federal prosecutors start sex crimes investigation into Harvey Weinstein and his raping of women. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Mr. Weinstein show. So we're going to be looking at that coming up. A lot more. The MS-13 press conference roundtable Trump has tried to censor. It's all coming up today. Please don't forget that I lose the forest for the trees here quite a bit and really don't plug like I should, but that without funding this operation, you won't get great products you need. But most importantly, you will not be funding the most energized, focused, vicious spotlight burning in the night like a flamethrower that the devils run up to in the night and want to extinguish, but they can't. They are definitely throwing as much crap from the woods at us as they can, and we just need that money to fuel our operations to put bigger, better windshield wipers there on our big spotlight as we flamethrow them to hell. InfoWarsStore.com. Stay with us, spread all the live links, tell folks at local stations.
Years ago, InfoWars Life created the powerful MycoZX formula to help you combat internal yeast. As the years went on and more toxins were pumped into the environment, our team knew we had to create a bigger and better formula to help support your gut health. MycoZX Plus is the result of the search for that formula, a unique natural formula to support the body's natural cleansing of yeast and fungal organisms. There's no better product to help your body fight back. MycoZX Plus helps support a healthy microbial balance in the body, supports your digestive tract, and addresses the intestinal yeast that can cause you problems if it goes unchecked. Powered by an impressive list of ingredients, including grapefruit seed extract, pau d'arco bark, and grapeseed extract, our formula is fueled by ingredients that stood the test of time as powerful micro-balancing properties. Pick up a bottle of the new and improved MycoZX Plus today at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com.
Guaranteeing your food independence is a crucial part of prepping. Between debt crisis, natural disasters, or even simple power outages, having a supply of storable is crucial. With InfoWars Life Select storable food, you can make sure you and your family are ready for any emergency. With drinks, snacks, and meals in amounts ranging from 72 hours to a full year, there's no better place to look for healthy, easy, and incredible meals. Including meals such as traveler stew, potato soup, and a variety of other meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. InfoWars Life Select storable food will help you eat comfortably in a time of need. They even work great for camping. Simply pack a 72-hour kit to go and you have easy-to-cook and transport food for you and your loved ones' trip. Don't be surprised by an emergency. Make sure you're stocked up today with all the food you need for an affordable price with InfoWars Life Select storable foods.
You know, I've got some talking points here about Caveman from InfoWarsLife.com. But instead of going with those talking points, let me just give you what I've experienced personally. From all the wives' tales in every culture, we know the bones have the essence. We know chicken noodle soup is great for people that are sick. Again, in every culture, this has been reported because it works. And there's no way to quantify how strong this is, but the amount of bone protein and the amount of marrow and the amount of concentrated force that is in this is incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, whether it's for your joints, whether it's for your arteries and your veins, whether it's for your brain, whether it's for energy, this, ladies and gentlemen, is the strongest, most concentrated bone broth formula out there, and it's amazing. Find yourself today at InfoWarsStore.com, what it can do for you and your family. And again, I want to thank you all for your support. You are funding the information war in 2018. Audience, radio affiliates, TV affiliates, thank you for your support. But they've cut off the sponsors. They've blocked us advertising on Google. They have filed 13 lawsuits. We've been fixed. But understand this, I am your soldier. You're my soldier. We're all in this together. And we're fighting hard for American values, what we know works, and what brings liberty and freedom to our children. So I salute you and I thank you. But whatever you do, the live video links on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Infowars.com/show. Local stations you're listening to. Every person you get to this local radio station is a victory in this war. And when you financially go to InfoWarsStore.com, and when you take advantage of the huge sales and the great products for everything in your life, it's about making your life better. The non-GMO heirloom seeds, springtime's here. The highest quality books, films, Patriot apparel to spread the word. The very best men's care filtration, shortwave radios, emergency radios, tactical gear, body armor. InfoWarsStore.com, InfoWarsLife.com. Please shop with the good guys.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show. You're listening to the antidote for fake news. It's Alex Jones.
Thank you so much for joining us on this Thursday global broadcast. I do intend to open the phones up today and take your calls on all the big world issues that are taking place. Do you agree with me that I think we're really starting to turn the tide, at least in the revolution, to restore our republic? And the decision by nation states and individuals around the world to go away from the authoritarian nightmare system that is global and its technocracy goal. We have Godfrey Bloom, always informative, to break down his view on what's happening in the UK, Europe, and more, and also what's happening here in the U.S., really smart military historian and patriot, who we intend to work with more over in the UK. And, of course, you got Farage in the background there. Let's leave it at that. Wheels within wheels. And then we've got Anthony Cumia hosting the fourth hour, being informative. That is a smooth, smart guy right there. So that's coming up. You know, every day when the show ends, I get really mad at myself because I don't at least mention the stuff here. And despite all this new incredible breaking news, I want to just bring up that we've got embassy personnel in Cuba and China clearly getting hit with microwave guns. I mean, you can buy sonic weapons on the open market. And that just shows how ignorant the public is, that we bought it. Someone about 8 years ago, I bought a supersonic nauseator out of a police cap. And I said, I don't want it to be placebo at the old office. I said, just one day in the studio, put it under my desk. And I got nauseous in about 30 minutes. Most people get nauseous in about 5-10. Took a little bit longer. That's just one day in the studio, put it under my desk system. And I got nauseous in about 30 minutes. Microwave, most people get nauseous. You know, about 5-10. Russians, took a little longer. Chinese have those, right? But the point is that's just the day before. Just one day in the studio, put it under my desk system. That's public. And I got nauseous in about 30 minutes. Microwave, most people get nauseous. You know, about 5-10. Russians, took a little longer. Chinese have those, right? But the point is that's just the day before. Just one day in the studio, put it under my desk system. It's public. And I got nauseous in about 30 minutes. Microwave, most people get nauseous. You know, about 5-10. Russians, took a little longer. Chinese have those, right? But the point is is they attach us to the day before. One day, I was in the studio and we'll put on my desk system. It's public, and I got nauseous for about 30 minutes. Microwave, that's going to give them all the time. They get over my 5 questions a little longer to have those right. This is the point is they attach us to the day before. One day, I was in the studio and we'll put on my desk system. It's public, and I got nauseous for about 30 minutes. Microwave, that's going to give them all the time. Or that birds fly around in it. So the State Department has issued a warning. They may have to basically close their embassy in China. And, of course, it was declassified in the 80s that in the 60s and 70s, the Russians were hitting U.S. embassy staff with this stuff. And they made the decision to not even tell the people at the embassy to see if it worked. and that was all on my stack yesterday from .gov. It was the big National Institute on biological developments in the human system out of DARPA. And that's what's so frustrating about this is there's a world government. It's totally corrupt. It's coming to an end. They know the 5G gives you brain cancer really fast and heart attacks. You understand? This isn't my opinion. They know all this. I'm trying to explain. We are being hit. They are making it ubiquitous with weapon systems everywhere that are frying the population. You can just go to a search engine and type in sonic weapons, U.S. embassies. Now, they don't want to tell you that it's not sonic attacks. It's microwave attacks. And what is a cell tower and what is a cell phone? It's a microwave. So notice, no one's been covering this. I have been hammering this for years, particularly this last month. I was like, I haven't hammered on that in a few months. I'm going to really bring it back. And I've been hammering. Just as a public service announcement. Hey, we've got a leak to admit. In the Baltimore Sun 18 years ago, I'll never forget, they said, we're testing the local Baltimore cell towers, DARPA is, to seek and calm the public. And so, yes, the CIA is in Baltimore, and they are, and that was the last article. What happened? No one covered but us, other than the Baltimore Sun. And this summer, during the hot months, to see if we can help people, we're going to just send out calming waves over the cell towers. And then they have little articles on Fox News. Oh, Japan looks at putting lithium in their water, and we're looking at it too. They don't look at doing it. Many supplies have lithium added to it. You know, I talked to one of the high-level technicians, engineers, who set up in Singapore. He's a big Republican Party guy here in Texas. And he told me, this is about 19 years ago, how they have different ports in the subterranean water system of Singapore, because the scientists, doctors ended up creating Singapore as a big MI6 think tank, and that they put the drug in Singapore just to test it on the public. Think about that. I mean, that's what's going on. They've tested the water all over the U.S., and it's got levels of drugs in it that's impossible from runoff. And then they test it, and it's not even a Lox or Prozac or some different molecular manipulation of a fluoride molecule. It is a generic, super strong Prozac that is put in the water. The tap water you're given has Prozac put in it. It's shipped in from China, or it's shipped in from Florida in the bags, and it just says, oh, hydrofluorosilicic acid. And under federal law, it can have hundreds of other Grignard toxins, you name it, and in it is the Prozac. You're not in Kansas anymore, folks. And that's all I'm telling you. 100%. We're being microwave death, and the cancer rates are going straight up. Straight up. Straight up. there's your money. And stay calm, everyone. There's Prozac in the water. And there's so much of it running off out of the Mississippi that drains, half the water in the country or more. The fish are suicidal. The shrimp are suicidal. That's mainstream headlines. And you go, how are they suicidal? Little fish just swim right up to the pelicans. And, the Bible says that an off-world entity fell onto the planet and enjoys killing us. I start to think that Bible might be accurate. It was about 25 years ago that I began to read publicly available books that had been written for the State Department and for the CIA by top professors at Georgetown, Harvard, and Yale, so that the CIA and other agencies could understand the complex political system we're building. And in short, it was going to be called a technocracy. But it was going to fund communism and socialism and fascism. But really what it was crony capitalism. So decades later, after fighting against this, humanity is somewhat awake to the fact. But at the same time, despite all our successes, changing this paradigm really is an inside job. It's up to us personally. So I don't feel sorry for myself being demonized by mainstream media and being attacked and the globalists filing frivolous lawsuits. I expect this is 21st century warfare. I just want to make sure that you, the listeners, and you, the viewers, many of you already understand this, so I'm not patronizing those of you that are already awake, but I want to make sure all of you realize this isn't just some more entertainment. This isn't just some other talking head. The reason they cover is because I and others have researched what they actually are planning, and it is nightmarish, it is authoritarian, it is eugenics-based, it is anti-human. And we've already come so far together that I know that if each and every one of you will just go research these issues for yourself, you will find what it is and understand it's not your duty. It is your basic survival to stand up against this anti-human onslaught. If you go back into history, it was 3% that volunteered for the Revolutionary War back in 1776. Look at the InfoWars audience. It's maybe 10% of the United States, another 10% or so worldwide. I think that's a conservative estimate. But we have 50, 60, 70 million people listening. We have more than that have tuned in over the years. The point is that if you look at that 3% of the world population, so what you're doing has already changed the world. And instead of sitting here and going into each product and telling you how great they are, I'm just going to encourage you to go research them yourselves, because you're funding our operation. And just like our information has changed the world, any products we sell. Our game, MycoZX, sold out for months. The other equation of probiotic, it's now stronger and a lower price at InfoWarsStore.com. We've got the Real Red Pill. It's got pregnenolone as a base natural hormone precursor in the body. Then all the different vitamins and minerals, amino acids, just does incredible things. Look into the Real Red Pill for yourself. You know about our best-selling full-free toothpaste that's fortified with colloidal silver and iodine and other key compounds that are so good for your gums and teeth. We now have not just the mouthwash, but Super Blue Silver Immune Gargle Mouth Spray that is concentrated with one of the strongest colloidal silver out there, silver sol, nano silver, iodine, deionized water, stevia, peppermint, essential oil, and so much more. It's great for the throat and the body. You can swallow it as well. So Super Blue Silver Immune Gargle is also the latest product we've got at InfoWarsLife.com. And without you, but thank you all for remembering InfoWarsStore.com and remembering that it's not just you that's already awake, but it's other people that aren't awake, and it's so essential to spread the word. Again, thank you so much for being part of the Second American Revolution.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
We are drugged out. We are following other people's opinions. We are controlled by by the media. Today, it changes. This reality has been forced upon us. It is a choice. Just like when I said slavery is a choice. Einstein says the definition of insanity is the same thing, expecting a different result. So we keep on saying, I hate you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. How are we going to get a different result out of hate? Why don't we just try love? We have the resources for a peaceful world. You know, sometimes you need some crazy motherfuckers to change something. Steve Jobs is crazy. Now we all on Steve Jobs' phones. They say Trump's crazy. They say I'm crazy. But I'm here to show love. It's a plan, and I'm just doing what told me.
Resistance to tyrants is obedience to God. It's Alex Jones.
It's a bigger plan. We're going to follow the devil's plan? Because whether you think the devil's real or not, the spirit running this world system is super evil. It wants power. It wants to hurt you, twist you, poison you, bring you down, and then kill you. You like that plan? Or you like the bigger plan? It's real big. This is only level 1. And now all the scientists, the heads of the big banks come out and say, this is a virtual reality. All the spectrometers, all the special devices picked it up that the black matter, the dark matter is molecularly even more dense than our universe, and that everything is being held together, and that there is outside stimuli, and they've even proven scientifically if you look at a star through a telescope, that it then has a energy relay between you and the star. Everything is interdimensional. There was a physicist, French physicist, I forget his name, saw a PBS documentary on it back when there was actually interesting things on there. And they predicted that when one of them over the gas giant Saturn, that there would be a pentagon or a hexagon interdimensionally projected into the pole, and that the ice gas storm would manifest it. And when the probe went over, there it was. No one had ever seen the top of it. Think about that. That is how powerful our brains are. All of this and built it. The Bible says we're made in the image of God. Made in the image. The image, like a 3D image. The data in the image. It has to be unlocked. The potential. The seed. And there's a force that wants to hijack your consciousness and destroy you. Because in the universe, if there's free will, then there has to be that bad thing. That's the nature of it. And everything world government and the globalists are doing is to dumb us down, poison us, together, and kill us. You like that plan? I don't like that plan. I'm against that plan. I'm for the bigger plan. Can we play that Kanye West little promo piece one more time? Let's play that little promo piece one more time so people can hear what he's saying. Super strong words being spoken. Pure truth. Here it is.
We are drugged out. We are following other people's opinions. We are controlled by the media. It all changes. This reality has been forced upon us. It is a choice. Just like when I said slavery is a choice. Einstein says the definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting a different result. So we keep on saying, I hate you, fuck you. How are we going to get a different result out of hate? Why don't we just try? Why don't we just try love? We have the resources for a peaceful world. You know, sometimes you need some crazy motherfuckers to change something. Steve Jobs was crazy. Now we all on Steve Jobs' phone. They say Trump's crazy. They say I'm crazy. But I'm here to show love. It's a bigger plan, and I'm just gonna be.
Resistance to tyrants is obedience to God. It's Alex Jones.
It's a bigger plan. I'm just doing what the universe told me, not the earth. In the earth, not of it. I'm just doing what the universe told me. Not Hollywood and Times Square, all their false reality, trying to keep you in it, trying to put blinders on you, trying to make you put VR goggles on so that you don't look up and then you're gone already. Your body's still here, but you're already outside their grasp. Doesn't mean they can't still hurt your body. Doesn't mean they can't still torture your soul because you love your family. But once you understand it's all real and timeless and we do not die, and that your energy is going to resonate with Hillary and Weinstein and the devil worshipers, you're going to choose to be separated and go into that or into the next level. That's right outside the projected universe you see. Just wait. The doors are waiting. They're right there. Spiritual teleportation. But sick, evil, twisted destruction only wants to pull you down. And you cannot serve this world. You cannot be in love. You cannot be in love with power or things and ever transcend. And it doesn't mean you don't like a car that runs well or enjoy nice food or whatever, but it's not your God. And if somebody tells you to enslave somebody or dumb somebody down just so you get something, you're going to resonate with the satanic energy and you're going to fall. It's that simple. And it's very alluring, makes you feel strong, makes you think you're in charge while you're here. This planet. This planet is phase one, and everybody in every culture and every system knows that because it is. You're like, oh, really? A spaceport and like we're in the universe and all. Yeah, we are. Look around. And it's real, ladies and gentlemen. It's so real that the totally advanced, complete, omnipresent entity that created it built what you can see. Just like to experience consciousness and free will through us. Attention, God, but an extension of consciousness, God's being, God's breath. Put this up. And then just say, how Earth globalist. People think, oh, they're only because they're willing to violate all the galactic rules to set themselves up and dominate and control us. While they claim they're against hierarchy, and they claim they're all about collective, they're the opposite. Back with the key transmission. Stay with us. This is the broadcast that Satan's emissary Soros fears.